Hi, I'm Scott Jurek, 7-time winner of the Western States 100-mile endurance run. And I'll be taking you through some trail running tips today. You want to imagine that your spine is tall and lengthened and you're engaging the core. We want to look at neutral pelvis. Neutral pelvis refers to somewhere in the middle between, you want to think of the pelvis like a bowl. And with the pelvis like a bowl, imagine dumping the pelvis forward is basically anterior tilting the pelvis. So you're bringing the pelvis into this position. So a lot of people may have seen individuals where they're really arched in the back, and this is dumping the pelvis forward. On the other side of things, slumping or bringing the pelvis backward or bringing the pelvis into that slumped position backward, imagine the bowl going backward, would be kind of like sitting back. And this would be slumping. Neutral is somewhere in between those positions. So we want to be tall through the spine and neutral. So I'm going to demonstrate here first incorrect technique in terms of the neutral pelvis. So I'm not going to be neutral right now. And this would be dumping forward. So a lot of people see folks where they're dumping forward, going up a hill. Okay? Again, having too much arching in the low back, and they're dumping that pelvis. Okay? Very hard on the hip flexors, inefficient position to be. Your lower abdominals are not engaged. Okay? The other mistake is sitting too far back, okay? And remember, that's slumping. So there's dumping and slumping. Sitting too far back and rotating the pelvis posteriorly, okay? Bringing that bowl backwards. We see some runners where they kind of tuck their butt under them and they're going up the hill like this. It might seem like they have a tall neutral spine, but they're placing a lot of load on the spine because they're so tucked far back in terms of where their pelvis is. This would be neutral here as you're running up. You want to be engaged and strong through the core. It helps your legs be in an efficient position, powering the body uphill. And as a more advanced concept, after you get that neutral core, then you can start playing with a little bit of a forward lean. You see a lot of runners out there when they attack hills or they come into a hill, the first thing they do is lean from the waist. So getting away from neutral pelvis and putting a lot of strain on the low back. So when you are approaching a hill, you want to keep that neutral pelvis so you're neutral in the lower back, midsection, and through the core, and you're not leaning forward from the waist. The lean actually comes from, think of basically a pivot point down at the ankles and the feet. That's where the pivot point comes. So standing, you can do this on the trail or actually at home. Basically standing, let yourself kind of fall forward, imagining that you've got this rod running from head to toe. So you're just pivoting off the ankle and foot connection and joint. You're just falling forward. Much like a ski jumper. A lot of you probably haven't ski jumped, but you've probably seen ski jumpers where they fall forward. Now, in trail running, unless the hill's really steep, you won't be falling super far forward, but it's a really good sensation to feel so that you understand you want to fall forward with pelvis. The lower abdominals really play a role in neutral pelvis, and they're going to help stabilize and also make sure you avoid injuries, you're stronger on downhills and uphills. It's really the key part of trail running technique.